So who are you and what do you do?
My name is Matt Lira, and I work in the Office of the Majority Leader, Kevin McCarthy, on digital programs and institutional modernization and technology issues more broadly.
So you were a big part of putting together the first Congressional Hackathon in 2011. What came out of that?
So, well, two things that came out of it really in the end. One was a list of recommendations that we actually published in a report later that year, of which most of the major recommendations have actually since been adopted by the House. And the second thing is a network of people who introduced to each other. They got to know one another from different silos, but who shared a common vision about what we could do here.
So what are the most important accomplishments that have come through in the last 4 years because of this?
So three come to mind immediately. The first is the House has opened up significant numbers of data sets through the efforts of Speaker Boehner's office, the Democratic leadership, Republican leadership, Clerk's office, and many others, too many to count. Legislative data has been standardized, and it is increasingly available to the public in not just standardized formats, but interactive formats as well.
And what's coming out of releasing that data?
So you've seen a couple of things. One, it's opened up new possibilities for internal operations, different platforms like docs.house.gov. And secondly, it's enabled outside developers, much like the weather data and the executive has been powered things like the Weather Channel and other things that are not from government, but they use government information and make it more accessible and approachable to citizens. You have platforms like Quorum is one example, things the Sunlight Foundation has put together, the OpenGov Foundation, and others that uses this data but puts it in interfaces that the public finds easier to digest.
So why do another one? What do you want to come out of this second Congressional Hackathon?
So the biggest thing that will hopefully come out of it is just a reintroduction of a lot of this community. A lot of new faces have gotten involved over the years, so that will be, including members, and that'll be exciting to have them brought into the process. And then the second thing will be a list of recommendations. I mean, we in the House looked very specifically at the recommendations of the last one, and as I said, many of them have come to pass, and hopefully that will be true of this time as well.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Thank you.